and Soph in the AM. Whitechapel AM.
Well, Soph, crazy.
Exciting times.
Exciting times indeed. On the line, Joanie Dodds, are you there? Joanie, hello?
Yes.
How are you, Joanie? Joanie
Hi.
from America's Next Top Model and, of course, Run My Renovation, which is currently on, is it not? In the US.
Yes.
Fab.
It's fabulous.
How are you doing?
I am doing amazing.
Good. And where are you in the US at the moment?
I'm in Newport Beach, California. I'm actually looking at the ocean as we speak.
Oh, no. Don't tell us that,
Yeah,
Joanie.
we're looking at a bit of a grim nightlife out
In
there
East
in
London.
London. It's not quite so nice. Joanie, I'm all aflutter. I mean, it's no secret. I have been telling you over Twitter and over the email. You are my favourite America's Next Top Model contestant ever.
Oh,
From my
thank you.
favourite cycle of my favourite reality TV show. I'm gushing. Fabulous. So tell us about America's Next Top Model. How was it?
Well, I mean, okay. When I was living it, when I was in it, I was like extremely stressed out. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of like not knowing what's coming around the bend. Like the producers don't tell you anything, so we don't know what the photo shoot's about, what the challenge is about, when we can use the restroom, when we're going to eat. Will Tyra be there? Like, we don't know anything, so we're always on edge. And then, so that was the bad part about it. But the great part about it was just the fact that I got to do so much cool stuff.
You
Yeah.
really did.
You
Especially
know, just
things
like,
one of our Facebook friends wanted us to ask you about the elephant photo shoot in particular. One of my
Yes.
favourites.
That was probably one of the most amazing moments of my life. Like, really, it's in the top 3 things that I've done. Sit on an elephant in the middle of a jungle
Wow.
and take pictures.
Absolutely.
It's insane.
Absolutely. So is it all glamorous, the world of modelling, or the world of ANTM, or is it just for the cameras?
I think ANTM is all glamour. I don't think that the real world of modeling is as glamorous. I mean, it is. I mean, especially coming off the show. I mean, you get there's a lot of perks and there's a lot of benefits to being on television, and get treated well, and get into all the nightclubs and so on. But that in itself is that's stupid. I mean, after you do that for 6 months, you're like, all right, well, what else? What's meaningful about this? So, but the real world of modeling, I find it to be more of an adventure and more of just more of a journey, because when you come off of Top Model, like Tyra always says, you're going to have to go out there and you're going to have to beat the pavement and make it happen for yourself. And
she's very honest about that, I think, Tyra. She in the show, she never sort of says, this is the show and it's going to make you... I mean, she does kind of allude to the fact that it makes you a superstar in the end, but she always does say this is more of a platform. It's not like, say, some of the British shows we have over here, like the X Factor, where people do genuinely believe they're going to walk out as big as Whitney Houston or one of the major superstars. And although it's kind of hinted at in ANTM, she never actually says... She's very honest about that, I think.
Yeah, and I think
She
that's
really
clear in some
is,
of the challenges that those guys make you do, in that they are difficult and they do push people's sort of comfort zones.
Yeah, which I think is good, because when you get out there in the real world, you're going to work with clients who are crazy and want you to do ridiculous things, and they expect you to be okay with everything. And if you've never modeled before, you're not used to modeling, you're going to go, what? She just opened my eyes to anything that could have been out there.
Sure.
So,
how long did it take to film you?
so it was like every 4 days we eliminated a girl, and then as it got down to lower numbers, the time extended. So, like, it was total, I think Danielle and I were there 8 weeks.
Oh, Danielle, another of my favourite contestants ever. Second to you, but still love Danielle, love Ferronda. We've got to ask though, another Facebook listener wants us to ask you about Jade. You're probably sick of talking about her. Was she really as crazy as she was on screen?
I thought, this can't be she's got to be an actor. Tyra's hired her, hasn't she? She's been hired. No, and I thought, God, she's nuts, and and I just couldn't believe that this person could exist in this world. But
you did seem a little bamboozled on screen, actually. There was a wonderful moment. One of my favourite moments. You did a game, didn't you, where you had the questions, which she got completely wrong, and the editing in that was amazing. And then she did the rapping to Ferronda, and just was so mean to her. And there's this wonderful moment when you're just like, Jade just sucks at everything we do, and it was just legendary, Joanie. It was fab. I've got this big smile like a Cheshire cat on my face, remembering all these wonderful things. What's Tyra like then, and what dish the dirt, Joanie? Feel free. Here's your platform.
Dish in the dirt. I'm no longer under contractual obligation to Tyra Banks.
Oh, brilliant!
Brilliant.
But she is a businesswoman.
Sure.
Yeah.
She is you cannot hate on her for that. She's fabulous. She's a businesswoman. She's one of the first African American women to do so much stuff. She's gorgeous, she's fabulous, blah 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 blah. But she could really give a hoot.
So she couldn't give a hoot about you guys?
No.
Really?
I mean, we came into the show thinking, my God, it's Tyra Banks. I love her so much.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see her and everything. So when we got to see her, it's more like, hi, don't touch me.
Oh, really?
Wave at you.
Oh, Joanie.
I wave at you from a distance. And yeah, she's very she doesn't care. She's just there to be her. She's got special lighting, and she goes away, and it's just like a huge letdown.
Oh, what a
no.
shame. So she's not there sort of patting your head and coaching you through this incredibly traumatic experience like Big Mama or whatever she calls
Well,
herself.
because I think she's doing this less as the series has gone on, but certainly right at the beginning, she did seem to. I remember her coming into the house and talking to the girls about eating, and being healthy and things. And I think as it's gone on, that seems to have appeared less. But I mean, was all of that just for show right at the beginning? The sort of caring, nurturing side.
Yeah, I think she does care, and to a certain extent. But I don't think that she's gonna. I mean, she's never come over to the house and hung out with us and sat Indian style on the ground and ate a bag of potato chips and hugged us. And no, she's not like that at all.
She just kind of dramatically fainted on your carpet, didn't she, that once?
Yeah.
So is that one of the reasons why? I mean, I'm sure you must have been approached to do Cycle 17, the All-Star Cycle.
Yes. Well, here's the thing. When the All-Star Cycle rumors started spreading, I was contacted, and then I also contacted the casting director lady. And I was like, wow, what's it going to be like, And it's, oh, yes, we're going to pay you. It's going to be great. It's going to be this. It's going to be that.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, who's going to be on it, know? And they told me the girls, and I said no.
Are you friends with any of the others still?
Please tell me you're still friends with Danny.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Danny kind of just was like, after the first year, after being on the show, she just kind of stopped talking to everyone.
Oh, really?
It's almost like she didn't want to be America's Next Top Model. She wanted to just be a model.
Okay,
that makes sense. What about Ferronda?
Yeah. Ferronda, I think she moved back to Little Rock, Arkansas, and I think she's just more involved in the community, and I think she's back in school, and I don't really know what else.
I loved Ferronda. And she's such a natural comedian. I mean, she was
just
brilliant.
She really is.
Oh, there were just so many classic bits of Cycle 6. It just seems
I know. I agree.
It was repeated quite recently. It was repeated over the summer in the UK, so we're no strangers to Cycle 6.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Although
Great.
we are on
That's awesome.
Moving away from ANTM, Joanie, I hope you can still talk to us for a bit more. Tell us more about what you're up to now.
Okay. I've modeled in Hong Kong for almost a year. I've modeled in Milan, Geneva, London.
Oh, you've modelled here?
Yeah.
And where did you model, and where did you go in London?
Oh, my apartment was in Greenwich.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
Yes. My apartment was
Put you up in nice
Greenwich.
digs then.
Pardon?
Sorry, that's my London. Nice digs. That means nice apartment.
Oh, nice digs.
Nice
it was
digs.
nice. It was near the river.
Yeah.
It was pretty cute, and I was only there for 2 days. It was just for a runway show, and it was fantastic. But I was in Europe. I did a lot of stuff over there. Came back over here. I lived in Colorado for a while. I kind of wanted to just get in nature and do some snowboarding and take it easy. And then I landed the job I have now, which is a home improvement TV show, which is totally different.
Do you know, when I read about that, because obviously I don't think we have that channel over here in the UK, but I read about it and I was like, my goodness, you're a dark horse, aren't you, Joanie? One minute you're modelling, next minute you've got a spirit level in your hand and a Phillips head screwdriver. How unusual.
Are you handy, Joanie? Are you good round the house?
You're a carpenter, aren't you, Joanie?
Yes, I'm a licensed contractor.
I know. Mm-hmm. So tell us about that.
The show's fabulous. I was, my father's son. He didn't have any sons.
Okay.
So
right.
I learned everything from my dad. But yeah, it's great. We go in, we fix a room up in 3 days, and the people have no control. It's all about what America votes on. Or not just America. Whoever wants to vote. I mean, you guys can vote too.
Yeah.
You just go on and vote the paint color, the flooring, what yada yada yada, and then they say, "Oh, I would like the purple, but you got the green."
I see. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So that's quite original.
It's really fun.
And what is the web address for that?
www.diynetwork.com.
Okay, we'll definitely be checking that out, Joanie.
Totally.
Yeah.
So you
great.
You said that you had been to London before. Can you do a British accent? Can you say?
And I do love Russell Brand too.
Oh, do you?
Oh, I love his accent the most.
Yeah, he's got. Where's is he? He's a London boy.
He's from
isn't he?
Essex.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
And you know who else I love? I love this little girl named Sophie Grace.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
She
I thought you were going to say Sophie Willett then. The girl sat to my left.
She's a little girl who does the Nicki Minaj.
Is she British?
Yes, and she's so cute, and she's got the cutest accent. Yeah, just Google Sophie Grace on Ellen.
Grace. So we're going to ask you, since you're an honorary Greenwich member and Londoner, then we're going to test your British accent. So we're going to ask you to say 3 sentences in your best British accent, and then perhaps you can test mine and Sophie's American accent. Okay. Which are dreadful.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah. Okay, so could you please say for us, Core Blimey Governor?
Boris? Like a name?
Core Blimey Governor.
Okay. Core Blimey Governor.
Yay! Love it. 10 out of 10. Could you also say...
Cup of tea, Mum?
Would you care for a cup of tea, Mum?
Yay!
Yay!
Could you also say, I love listening to Ed and Soph in the AM?
I love listening to Ed and Soph in the AM.
Yay! Joanie, that's fab. What can we back with our American accents? What's a typical
I'll say to you in an English accent, so you aren't copying me.
Okay.
Okay.
My taskmaster, Joanie.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Go for it.
Because I was just pretty much copying you.
Sorry, I put you on the spot here a bit, haven't I?
Okay. I love America's Next Top Model. It's my most favorite show in the whole world.
I love America's Next Top Model. It's my favorite show in the whole world.
Was that good, Joanie?
Oh my God, that was so good.
Was that the campest thing you've ever heard, Joanie?
Yeah, that was great.
Well,
that
listen,
was
Joanie,
so great.
It's been so wonderful talking to you. I'm so pleased that you could have come on and
guys.
talk to us. We've had such a hoot.
I love it. I've had so much fun talking to you guys this morning.
And if you talk to any of your ANTM girls, particularly Danny, possibly, or Ferronda, or any of the girls, and please do send our love and tell them we're big fans of the show.
Absolutely. And I'll try to email them, and maybe you can talk to them too.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah. Oh, Joanie, you've been absolutely wonderful. You take care.
You too, guys.
Thanks,
and maybe I'll come back to London and see.
Come back to London, drop in. Please do.
Okay.
Okay, take care, Joanie. Bye.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
And Soph in the AM. Whitechapel.